in the game.
Some would call it swag, some call it cockiness, some would call it being a diva. But when you're good, it's not bragging. And elite wide receivers and the confidence they exude often permeates an entire team, and we're going to see a couple of examples of that in this one. Welcome to Austin, Texas, and DKR, home of the Texas Longhorns. As we'll see, a playoff team from last year, the Alabama Crimson Tide, taking on a team from the playoff a year ago, the Texas Longhorns. Glad to have you with us for EA Sports College Football. I'm Bruce Davis, David Pollack and Jesse Palmer with me in the booth. Guys, we are ready to tee it up. They're going to try an onside kick on the opening kickoff. Looks as if the Hands team will be able to recover the ball. The Crimson Tide offense takes the field to start things off. Last time we saw these guys, it was a rather forgettable experience for this quarterback. He turned the football over, he got sacked. Just not a good day at all, Jesse.
Well, the defense was able to rattle him. They hit him often, they hit him early, they got sacks on him, and then he started feeling it. His eyes came down. He started floating the ball over the middle of the field and putting it into trouble and got picked off. So it's important in this one, David. Up front, they do a better job of helping him stay on his feet to get into a rhythm.
The best quarterbacks in the history of the game. When you continue...
Oh, he's got some space. Just feeding his pads to the defense as he gets it to the 36. Alabama quickly back to the line. If the quarterback's a little more on target there, maybe they hook up, but it's an incompletion. When you reach this point in the season, these types of games, top 25 matchups, really determine whether you're going to be a contender.
Yeah, and really show what you're going to be the rest of the season. How are you going to finish strong throughout the season? You know, the first part of the season, now getting to the middle of the season, Palmer, getting a chance to show what you're about so you can finish strong.
It's a resume builder, no doubt about it. And really, there's been so much anticipation building up to this top 25 matchup. So which team can control their emotions, I think, goes a long way in who wins this one.
And he never had a chance. Just stopped cold as soon as he got it.
Nice job by this defense creating that negative play. That's what all defenses want to do. But look at this. This offense, they ain't scared. Right back on the ball, ready to run another play, ready to make this defense work.
Looking downfield, it's Russell. Time running out, and he goes down at the 34.
You don't want to see this trend continue. Last week he was sacked 4 times. The offensive line, this offense as a whole, needs to get in better situations, get rid of the football faster, and not keep getting their quarterback hit.
On 3rd and long, he'll need to loosen up that arm. And this defense is bringing the heat. Another sack. Alabama will bring the punt team on the field. He ought to be able to use this first punt to pin him deep. Gets the first one of the day off and hoping he's not as busy as he was in that loss last week when he kicked it 4 times. The Longhorns offense will try to get something started with their first possession. If you want to look on the bright side, at least you can pile up a bunch of yards if you can move the ball because it is a long way to the end zone. Back in motion, try to clear the picture. Running to Green. He'll be forced out of bounds at the 15, and that gives him some more room to work. The emotions and energy figure to be high all day, guys, because of what's at stake this late in the season. Really a must-win for both teams.
These are the ones that get your blood moving, Reese. You get jacked up, man. You don't have to say anything in the locker room, give these big speeches. You know what's at stake, Jesse. You're ready to rock and roll. This is when you prove you're the big dog.
Which is pretty cool, too, because it's been a long season. And these teams obviously are both physically and mentally tired. But you're right. For this kind of game, this is the one you circled at the start of the year. You knew that this was going to matter. There was going to be a lot on the line. Now it's time to go out and prove you're the better team. Nice complimentary football we're seeing from this team here early. Defense did their job in the opening drive, and now your offense is doing their job too. Really nice throw that time by the quarterback. You've got to love what you're seeing on both sides of the ball if you're this team's head coach.
And that's exactly what you want to do as a defense, man. You want to get penetration and not let that tank get downhill. Because when he gets downhill at that weight and that size, it could be a problem for your defense. Get him before he gets started.
He's got first down yardage across the 50. They'll mark it at the 49. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. And the Longhorns are moving quickly down the field. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
Offense trying to go RPO, but how about the defense up front? Their front 7, they had dudes winning, just being way more physical and able to get to that running back.
Motion from the back. They try to get it outside on the left. Just has a knack of finding that crease and gets it down to the 41.
Hey, how about it? How about the old toss play, right? QB catches the ball, tosses it to the running back. Listen, it's got to be thrown out in front of him so he can continue to run, and then that offensive line has to do a really good job of getting the edge so he can get north and south. You used to see that play a ton back in the day. You just don't see much of it anymore.
And that play there is essentially a microcosm of why this guy's the leading rusher in the nation and why he's in contention with a Heisman Trophy. This guy's got speed, open field running ability. He can break tackles. He can just do it all.
Someone not clear on the snap count. It'll be a false start, and they'll move it back.
False start on offense.
The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. Ready to fire from the pistol. Finds his tight end. And the defense had that one well covered. Just a short gain there.
You know, tight ends are such matchup nightmares and problems for defense. They're too big for DBs to cover, and they're too fast for linebackers to cover. You saw it right there.
Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on second down. He'll ride his man on the option. He'll toss it. Got it into the red zone, dragged down at the 18-yard line. He now has 63 yards on the ground so far, and he looks to be well on his way to a 1,500-yard season. Time winding down in the quarter as they come to the line. The RPO, it's complete. And boy, is he close to that first down, maybe just a couple of inches short. It's been a defensive battle through the first period, and the stats tell that tale. Sometimes you see the offenses sort of settle in, find areas to probe after that first quarter. No movement from the field goal unit. The offense is out there to try to keep this drive alive on 4th down. The Longhorns come to the line with a new set of downs.
29 Philly.
Back to throw, it's Lagway. Got his man quickly. And the catch and run into the end zone. Touchdown, Longhorns! Smokey the Cannon not the only one using explosives around here, and it has electrified this Longhorn crowd.
I mean, coming out on point, coming out dissecting the defense, scoring early in front of this crowd. You know good and well, all these fans love their school. Texas has got so much pride. This gets them going early.
And he takes this from inside the 5. And they'll haul down the returner to start us on the next drive. Guys, here comes that Alabama offense onto the field. They're looking for something, looking for anything to try to put some kind of score on the board. There, look at that toughness, just running through everybody. Good pickup there as he gets the first down, and they'll mark him at the 48. High-flying pass catchers and the Crimson Tide. That combination wasn't right at the top of your mind, say, 30 years ago.
No, it used to be run, run, more run, and you've seen over the years they've opened it up, the playbook, and they've brought in dudes. They've had some guys that can fly. They've had receivers winning Heisman trophies, like so many.
And the defense picks up a sack, getting the quarterback down at the 44.
And that's what I like most about this defense. When you try to take shots and make big plays, they get to the quarterback. They get him on the ground, their 3rd sack of the day. And this is a unit that ranks in the top 10 in sacks in the country.
That pass is well off target. He got hit as he was trying to throw, and they can't convert on 3rd down. The Crimson Tide will bring the punt team on the field. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. Fields to punt and try to pick up some yards. He'll get it to about the 25 before they put a stop to the return. Here comes the Texas offense. How about that blocking up front in that running game last time as they just walked it down for a touchdown, David?
And the big boys up front doing their job. Opening holes, the backs making plays, everything on the ground on that first drive worked.
And we know that this is the identity this coaching staff wants for this team, right? They want to be the most physical team on the field. Let's see if they can keep it up.
With the catch, it's Simon. Didn't pick up a lot there, moved it forward just a few. Quarterback in trouble, just dump it right in the gut. Don't make him reach for it, just put it right on the body of the fullback.
Yeah, Reese, you got to be real accurate when you throw to these guys. Not the biggest catch radius, let's just say. Moving forward, though, I think we're going to see this fullback play a big role in this offense.
Quick pass to the left, trying to get it to the marker. Love to see these 3rd down conversions on offense, and they're out to their own 39-yard line. Looking for a productive play on 1st down. Pulls and fires it complete to the right. Makes the grab almost to the 1st down marker, but a good pickup on that one. The Longhorns in a good spot here with 2nd and short. Got his man downfield. Chopping up this defense, and they've got it all the way down to the 23.
Man, this offense is so dangerous, Reese. They've got dudes all over the field that can make plays. There's a big gainer in the pass game.
You get a chunk of yards like that, now the defense is really on its heels. Wide receiver going in motion. With jet sweep pass. Runs through the tackle.
And these little touch passes, man, they're just the easiest completions ever for quarterbacks. Palmer, I bet you would have loved being able to just flip it forward. That counts as to your completion percentage, which is good. And then it's all run after the catch, so pretty easy for a QB.
You wouldn't have been the only All-American in this booth, David, if I were allowed to have push passes when I was playing quarterback. I'll tell you that. It is so hard to defend. It's so hard to seal that edge, especially when this guy's full speed ahead coming around the outside.
It's picked off, and they ruin the drive with a turnover. He'll try to take it back. Lowers those pads. return. What a play there. And now a chance to pull even as we get late here in the first half. Scanning the field, it's Russell. And he gets there, and they get it down at the 14-yard line. Defense rolls up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a second and long coming. Back to pass. Pressure coming. And he feels the heat coming, and it burns him up. Another sack. Timeout called here by the defense. It's their first of the half. Now on 3rd and goal, and that earlier sack left him with more ground to cover. Looking to throw, and he needs a chunk play. Quickly complete. Big fella fighting for every inch, but he will not get there, and it'll be 4th down. Quick timeout by the defense there, trying to make sure everyone has the same call. And he missed it. No good. After that miss, still a 7-point game, guys.
Hey, sometimes I just feel like 4th down, man. Just go for it every time. Like, the field goal, miss, make, rate. And listen, kickers have improved the last couple of years, but you left some points off the scoreboard there.
They'll get a chance to work on that hurry-up offense here in the final minute of the first half. Sends it back in motion. The pitch to the left. Oh, he's got a chance. Just searching and working for the running room as he gets it out to the 26. He's up to 73 yards rushing, and he gets closer and closer to a 1,500-yard season. Still on his feet. Nice job by this junior quarterback to get it done on the ground. The offense wastes no time getting the timeout call.
This quarterback, man, looks like he's playing angry right now. He did not like that interception he threw the last time out on the field. You could see on the sidelines, guys. He could not wait to get back out there, and that time, it was like he was running mad. I don't even know if he really wanted to throw that ball. He just wanted to take off, scramble, go get the first down.
They'll get him at the 45, but he got 10 on that one. Dropping back, it's Lagway. Safe completion on the screen. And the defense able to get him down, and that should bring us to the end of the half. That's going to wrap up the first half here, and now we join Kevin with the halftime update.
Thanks, guys. Looks like we've got a superb matchup in Austin today. And yes, football is a game of inches, but man, is that really the case when you consider the length of some of these possessions. Look, I'm not an analytics guy, but I do know this. The team that sustains drives and just moves the sticks might be the team that comes out on top today. And with that, let's get it back to our fellas at DKR.
So Texas has it again, and here comes the offense. If it's working, why change it? And that running game was working in the first half. I imagine we'll see a lot more of it here in the third quarter.
And you just know the offensive line was telling their coordinator, put this on us. Let us continue to go out there, push these guys around. We can put this game on our back and end this thing by running the ball.
And this is a manhood question for this defense. Like, as a defensive lineman, and you're pounding the rock, like, I got to physically rise to this challenge. This defense has to play more inspired and more physical in the second half.
And a little more space, open up that playbook even more as they pick up the first down out to the 30. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Now they'll run it on the toss. Got the first down, looking for more. They finally get him stopped, and this veteran junior running back comes up with a nice play.
And it's runs like that, man, where he just shows you a little bit of everything that is the reason why he's in the Heisman race. Like, this dude leads the nation in rushing for a reason. They hand him the football a lot. They trust him, and he continues to deliver and make big play after big play. This dude is an absolute superstar.
And this guy's going to have to come through for you in this game. He picks up another first down, but he's your Heisman contender. He's the best player on your football team, and he's a guy that's just going to have to touch the ball a lot in this game if you're going to win.
Man, when you go into the half and you're down, like, that speech is usually pretty fiery. A lot of words you can't use on television. And so this coaching staff probably challenged their guys, and I like the way they started this second half.
Turning it on! He works his way inside the 30 down to the 29 and picks up a first down. The Longhorns are in the hurry-up.
And this is the frustration in playing man-to-man coverage. All the guys on your defense are chasing their guys. They don't have vision on the quarterback, but he is such a good athlete. He notices it, he takes off, he chews up yards, and makes a big play.
The offense will have to use its first timeout of the half. And the Longhorns will line it up on 1st and 10. They'll run the option. Now the toss. And the fourth option there is to throw it in reverse, and that's what happened on that one.
And that just looked off. The timing, the rhythm, I don't know what it was, but usually that option, man, it's so precise, right? Like really quickly making a read, and you could tell they weren't on the same page. It went absolutely nowhere. Defense won that rep.
Fires to the tight end. And he's brought down after a nice gain.
Nice job decision-making by the quarterback there in the RPO, not handing it off, knowing he had to throw it, but then also understanding his open guy was going to be in the right flat.
He breaks a tackle. He'll step out of bounds at about the 11.
Just really solid play by this offense. Nice job. Whatever the defense gives you the option, they're trying to make you wrong. The problem is, defensively, you got so much to cover. Nice chunk game. Just remember, that quarterback...
Touchdown, Texas! A great catch and run for 6. You know what? Methuselah lived 969 years. He was born and died in the amount of time it took them to walk it down the field and score that touchdown.
That's just so frustrating. Play after play after play. You line up, you try to do your assignment, and you fail, and they cap it off with a touchdown? Oh, Methuselah.
On the run from inside his own 5. Good job by the coverage unit to put a stop to that return. Here comes that Alabama offense. This is when the pressure can ramp up a little bit on an offense, David, when they start feeling the heat to answer a score.
And I think being down 14, you can kind of feel that way. But, dude, if you put a good drive together, this is a 7-point game, so Palmer, no need to panic.
I was just going to say, David, I mean, this thing can flip quick. You go down, score, all of a sudden your defense gets a stop, or who knows, better yet, gets a turnover. This game is entirely different.
They'll put it in play from the 27, first down.
You coming into this game, if they throw completions and get first downs, that's when they like to change up the tempo and go faster.
They get enough rush, and it pays off the sack at the 20.
This quarterback is thinking to himself, I need to get an NIL deal at some restaurant so I can take my offensive line out and feed them more, because I don't think they like me very much right now. I've been sacked 6 times in this game. It's time to get that new NIL deal paycheck.
Give to the back. That is a big win for this defense, as they were right there as soon as he got the ball. Horns up and ready to hook them. Serious noise on 3rd down at DKR. Dropping back, it's Russell. He hurls one deep down the left side. And that one's incomplete. They weren't just trying to move the chains. They were trying to move the scoreboard. Instead, it's 4th down. Looks as if the Tide will punt it away. Wants to return it. Good field position to start this drive at their own 47. Out of the gun, the inside handoff to the running back. On the move at the 30. Breaks away on the left. And he's loose, and he'll take it to the house. Touchdown, Longhorns! They've got the lead and trying to put this one in a hammerlock here in Week 10. Boy, did he just scorch that defense for that score.
He shows you all of it, Reese. He's got the speed, he's got the agility. This dude's a big-time playmaker. You just give him the ball, and he'll find different ways to kill you on different plays.
They'll try to add another to their lead. And with the extra point, they're up 21-0. What a way to send a message. Huge play in the running game. One snap, and you've got a touchdown on the board. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. We'll see what they can do on this drive that starts at the 16-yard line. Looking downfield on first down. Grabbed behind the line. It's Young. And a good job in coverage there as they stop it after just a few. Alabama pushing the tempo. Got it behind the line. It's Williams. Gets it out to the 27-yard line, and they'll move the chains for a first down. The secondary walks up on the line, showing press coverage. The give on the inside. And he finds no running room at all, and the third quarter is over. Maybe more open spaces coming in the fourth. Guys, it is Texas who holds the lead. And as we switch ends of the field, let's take a quick look at the national rankings. It'll be second down as we open the final stanza. To the air, it's Russell. Fires to the wideout. All kinds of room to throw that one in there. Breaks into the open. Touchdown, Crimson Tide. Made the grab and then did the rest himself, and they put points on the board.
Quarterback's abilities to read the field is huge, and also the anticipation, the timing. To be able to throw the football, Jesse, and hit a guy in stride so he can get run after the catch and get in the end zone, that was a nice job by the quarterback.
Yeah, it's critical, David. And listen, a lot of times, touchdown passes aren't thrown into the end zone. You've got to read the coverage, hit the open guy, and let him do the rest.
He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. The Longhorns sending the offense back onto the field. This has been exactly the way you draw things up, David. The offense has really been moving the football.
And it's been great execution. They've done exactly what they've wanted to do. Build the lead. Now Palmer's a different animal. Now you got to protect it.
And you can tell they were paying attention in practice this week in the film room because they have gone out, everybody right now on the same page.
The play-action fake. Quarterback doing what he does best. He can move. Got a little space. He'll step out of bounds right at the 35-yard line, and maybe they've got something cooking. Ball is at the 35. It's 1st and 10. They'll send the back in motion. They'll try to get the edge on the left. And he's to the 48-yard line. That'll be good enough for a first down.
And I think the biggest thing for this young man is we've seen him be so great all throughout the season. How do you finish? And how do you finish decides if you win that big trophy at the end of the year. He's in the Heisman running late in the season. I bet you he'll get a lot of touches today.
That's such a great physical play by the defense because this is one of the bigger, more physical running backs you'll see in the country, and we're used to seeing him push the pile the other direction. Not that time. It's the big guys up front on defense getting penetration, and they're sending him back for a tackle for it.
And he's able to shed one tackle and pick up pretty good yardage.
This offense is not letting up, guys. They've got a lead here late, and they are still taking shots. They're still looking for explosive plays. This defense just has not had an answer here all game long.
They'll stick to the ground looking for the marker. They've got it inside the 40 at the 39 as they pick up the first down. And the Longhorns kept this drive moving on the ground, now back to work. They'll try to get the edge with the toss play here. Got the first down and more. All down, but he has enough to move the chains.
How about the defense trying to slow this dude down? He's a Heisman contender for a reason. He's so difficult to tackle, and what a challenge. All week long, they knew that they had to key on this guy and really try to at least limit him if they were going to win.
Can't get him to the ground. Tough run, gets it into the red zone, and they've knocked him down at the 17. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. The Longhorns with a 2nd and short to keep this drive moving. And you want that clock to run. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. The Longhorns come to the line on 3rd and short, trying to convert here. To the ground with the back. Picks up enough to give them 1st and 10 from the 13. Defense uses a timeout quickly, trying to get that ball back and preserve time for their offense. The Longhorns back to the line on 1st down. Let's see if they keep leaning on this running game. From the gun, the running back tries to hit the hole. And he rolls into the house. Touchdown, Texas! They tack on another score, and how about the way this team has responded to a loss and now about to move to 9-1.
And the running back gets his 2nd rushing touchdown of the game. You want to continue to feed this guy. You can tell he's got a nose for the end zone, knows how to get in there, knows how to make things happen.
And the extra point was good to finish things off. Kickoff unit back to work, and they have been busy as they've built this sizable lead. What kind of field position can he help them with on the return? Just never had a chance to shake loose, and he'll be brought down at the 24. The Tide offense rolls onto the field. Caught in the backfield, it's Adams. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage.
And this offense gets nothing done on that play, but look at them. They're continuing to run this tempo. They want to try to do something to get a spark going to create a big play.
Man, this sophomore quarterback unleashed a cannon on that one.
And it's frustrating as a defense when you give up that 1st down and you give up that pass play. But here we go with this offense. They're right back on the ball. You got to go.
Pressure is on the way, and the pressure has arrived, and down he goes at the 30. The 2-minute timeout arrives, and we have certainly seen miracles in college football, and they will certainly need one here. They'll try to keep that sack from wrecking this drive here on 2nd and 15. Pulls it in, it's Horton. And he's wrestled to the ground. Now they've got to hustle to the line and get set. Looking to throw, it's Russell. He wants a big play here late. Got it in stride inside the 20. And he'll run it into the end zone. Touchdown, Tide!
The one thing you know about this offense, they're going to keep fighting, right? They're down on the scoreboard right now, but they're trying everything they can. Nice job there, finding a way to score that touchdown. And listen, we've seen crazier things happen before in college football. This thing ain't over until there's zeros on the clock.
And here come the Horns. They've got it again on offense. Firmly in control of this game. We'll see if they just try to run out the clock and get out with a victory.
Everybody on offense here should feel really good about their performance today, too, David. They had a really good game plan coming into this one, and they went out and they executed at a very high level.
Yeah, lights out, and this game's over. I'm interested to see the philosophy now. Do we keep chucking the pill and keep trying to score points? Because it's the defense's responsibility to stop them, or they just run this clock and say, all right, we did enough today. We kicked them in the face.
Timeout called here by the defense, desperate to get the ball back and save as much time as possible. And they'll line up from the 31 on 1st down. Caught in the backfield, it's Lockett. And they pick up just a few on that completion. They're dealing with a 2nd and long. Looking to fire. Catch in the middle, it's Wingo. He almost picked up the 1st down on that one, but he'll be just a little bit short.
That's a good job by the drag route there, understanding its zone coverage. So instead of continuing to run across the field, he settles down.
Oh, he's got some space. Picks up enough to give them 1st and 10 from the 13. And the Longhorns in the hurry up. Looking to throw, it's Lagway. And the pressure gets there. And down he goes at the 18. Quick timeout call by the offense after the play. They'll try to keep that sack from wrecking this drive here on 2nd and 15. He's got it. And he will score. Touchdown Longhorns. That one
they just keep piling on the points. We've seen in big moments in this game, they have been able to step up and deliver, particularly on offense. Very impressive performance.
Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. This drive will start from the 19-yard line. Wants to go up top on first down. Under fire. Under heat, and he gets rid of it. That pressure got to him, and he just had to chuck it out of bounds. Working well behind the sticks on second down. Wants to go up top. He's taking a deep shot late in the game. And it goes through his hands. Oh, he had an explosive play right there for the taking, but couldn't reel it in. Alabama with a lot of ground to cover here on 3rd and long. The snap sets up the throw. The screen, and watch out. Found enough room to cross the 25 and out to the 27-yard line. That's not enough to move the chains. It'll be 4th down. They'll leave the offense out there to try to get it past the marker and pick up the first. On 4th down, looking to pass. Oh, he dropped it. Just didn't look it all the way in, and they'll turn it over on downs. Desperately wanted to keep the ball, but they did not. One more play to pad the stats. Might be calling a hot route. To the air, it's Lagway. Unleashes one deep. Throw to the end zone, it's picked off. He's brought down, a short return, but the defense comes